This is my video for the Rio Salado Last Blast 2-gun match. I'm competing in Stealth Division with all of my usual equipment, preparing for Desert Brutality. This stage begins with the shooter neutralizing 2 plate racks with pistol. The shooter then has to engage 3 rifle target arrays from 2 different positions. The first is these 6 steel targets at about 100 yards. Then there's these 2 targets at somewhere between 200 to 300. The white backers are intended to make these targets easier to see for shooters with poor eyesight. The unfortunate side effect of that is it makes it very hard to call your shots if you're missing. From this next position, I re-engage the first 6 steel with no problem, but then the stage starts to fall apart for me. The wind conditions in this area of the range change dramatically. I can't tell where my hits are because of the white backers, so I start working a grid holding off the right side of the target because the wind is moving right to left. Without any success, I move on to the larger silhouette targets. Leaving those 2 targets standing adds 20 seconds to my score. This puts me at 50.25% of the winner's score in my division and 13th place. It may look like there's a lot of obstacles on the stage, but it's fairly straightforward. From each of these windows, the shooter engages 3 steel targets. When I get to the last position and transition to rifle, I engage 7 targets from the first position, then 3 targets from the last position. I was 5th stealth on this stage with 80.87% of the winner's score. This stage starts with pistol steel. From this first position I take 8 targets, then I move to the far corner and take the remaining 4. After discarding pistol, switch to rifle and engage these steel targets from each of the following positions. I take all of these shots offhand. Committing to supported positions isn't worth the time versus missing a couple shots here and there because my trigger pull is out of sequence with my natural body movement. I was 2nd in stealth on this stage with 94.34% of the winner's score. My camera died shortly before filming this stage, so here's Russ Osiol's run on this stage. The spinner here is different in that it has relatively equally weighted plates. It makes it easier as far as fewer shots required, but you do have to wait longer for target presentations. Where Russ took the clay surrounded by the no-shoot popper first, I took it last, so I would be settled in on my sights and trigger before engaging it. On this part of the stage, we both shot the targets in the same sequence. Again, while there's a lot of barrels, it's actually pretty easy to see them all if you know which order to go in. I was 2nd stealth on this stage with 78.54% of the winner's score. On this stage, the humanoid targets are pistol targets and the octagon targets are rifle targets. There's a bit of back and forth here. After I clear this hallway with pistol, I have to retrieve the rifle, then go back in and engage more targets. Notice how I move with the rifle, keeping it downrange while backing out of the hallway. In Stealth Division, we are limited to 30-round magazines, so I reload as I go up the stairs to engage these long-range targets.
Hit! Hit!
Going 1-for-1 on these rifle targets makes me feel better about my marksmanship after the problems on the first stage. I was second in stealth on this stage with 83.75% of the winner's score. I really like the way this rifle gas 16-inch barrel handles with a low mass carrier. On one of those targets off to the right, my hits were so close together that they thought I had missed my second shot. What ends up costing me on this stage is that I'm out of my regular pistol ammo. I'm waiting for a shipment to arrive, so I purchased some Federal bulk pack stuff from Walmart. This ammunition is very weak, and I can feel my slide cycle slower. Some of these targets require multiple hits to knock them over, like that last one on that array. It's the same over on this side. Some of these steel require multiple hits to knock them off the rack. Use this ammo for strictly recreational, non-match purposes only, like taking friends and family out shooting just for fun. While it is inexpensive, it might not cycle your gun reliably, and it doesn't put down steel reliably either. I'll have more to say about this in my PCC match video from the following day. On short, fast stages, each extra shot counts exponentially more. I ended up 10th in stealth on this stage with 74.54% of the winner's score. In the end, I was 3rd out of 27 in Stealth Division with 77.05% of the winner's score. Second place is just 1.17 match points ahead of me. Overall, I was 12th out of 113 shooters with 76.40% of the winner's score. Pretty decent results despite having 2 less than optimal stages. This was a good way to end the year shooting 2-gun. Thank you for watching, and come back again for more match and multi-gun competition content.